If you want something to return to the source, you must first allow it to spread out. If you want something to weaken, you must first allow it to become strong. If you want something to be removed, you must first allow it to flourish. If you want to possess something, you must first give it away. This is called the subtle understanding of how things are meant to be. The soft and pliable overcomes the hard and inflexible. Just as fish remain hidden in deep waters, it is best to keep weapons out of sight. This chapter of the Tao Te Ching is a great example of the Chinese philosophical concept of yin and yang. Yin and yang is the concept of two opposite forces coexisting as different halves of the same whole. In Western philosophy, we tend to look at opposites as being mutually exclusive. If something is long, it can't be short. If something is hot, it therefore cannot be cold. Chinese philosophy presents this matter a bit differently, however. In Taoism, two opposite things are seen rather as two sides of the same coin, opposing forces that are complementary as a result of their opposition. Something is only long because short exists. Hot is only hot because cold exists. All things are part of a balance, and things cannot exist without their opposites. Therefore, all things are one, and opposition creates the possibility of being. Taoism teaches us that because all things exist in opposition, the key to obtaining something is to first reconcile yourself with its opposite. This sounds a little counterintuitive, but there are plenty of examples from life that illustrate this. We never fully appreciate or understand something until we have first experienced its opposite. You never really understand what it means to have a partner that truly loves and sees you until you have had partners who did not, or you have spent a good deal of time alone. You can never master any skill without first spending thousands of hours being bad at it while you learn. If you want an example from the world of finance, here's one. It's been estimated that in all families that attain significant amounts of wealth, 70% of them lose their wealth by the next generation, and 90% lose it by the generation after that. While there may be many reasons for this, many experts hypothesize that this inability to preserve wealth over multiple generations comes because of the immense difficulty of teaching money management skills to children who have never had to worry about money before. Many parents, through a combination of luck, work, and creativity, are able to amass a great deal of wealth over their lives, only to discover that their children, never having experienced poverty, are not truly able to experience wealth in any sustainable way. In order to experience true companionship, you must first experience aloneness. In order to be a master of something, you must first be a student. And in order to truly experience wealth, it greatly helps to first experience poverty. When we seek to possess or attain something, we usually put all our efforts towards gaining and holding that thing, thinking that this is the most direct way of keeping it. However, Taoism teaches that if you want to truly possess something, the best way to do this is to first be okay with not possessing it. See, if you need something so badly that you cannot reconcile yourself with not having it, you will never truly have that thing, because you will always live in fear of not having it. Therefore, even while this thing is in your grasp, you are living in a place of not having it, because you are living in a possible future that you dread. Imagine a person who finally meets the love of his life, but lives in constant fear of her dying or leaving him. Even as they eat the same food, go to the same places, and sleep in the same bed, he doesn't really have her. Because of his fear, he lives more in a possible future of not having her than he does in the present with her. Therefore, in having her, he does not truly have her. Imagine a man that finally, after a lifetime of saving, is able to purchase his dream car. He now has the car, but barely drives it at all for fear of scratching or damaging it. When he does drive it, he cannot truly enjoy it because of the stress it causes him. Therefore, even in having, he does not really have. For these two hypothetical people, as for all of us, the solution is to reconcile oneself with not having the thing desired. Imagine the possibility of a world where the thing you want is taken away from you, or never happens at all, and allow yourself to come to a place where you can accept and come to peace with this prospect. This has been one of the overarching lessons of my entire life, and I can promise you that the peace that comes when you can do this is real. It may be that you have to do this exercise repeatedly, and that's totally fine. But from my own experience, if you cannot learn to accept and flow with the opposition in your life, you are in for a life of total misery. If you can learn to do this, however, and it is really simple, even if it's not easy, then you will be able to truly have things in ways you have never been able to before. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time for Chapter 37. Peace and blessings.